Right, so we will start lying on our backs. Have your knees bent and have your feet a little bit wider than your hips, and just let your knees press together and let your head rest on the floor. So taking this little bit of time to stop for a moment, so we can assess our bodies and assess our minds. You could rest your hands on your belly and then start to just notice how you're breathing. And as always, begin to lengthen the inhale and the exhale. So that as you breathe in, your belly expands into your hands. And as you breathe out, your belly draws back towards the floor. Use counts to help you. So you want to take at least 5 counts to breathe in. And then at least 5 counts to breathe out. Breathing in, full 5 counts. And then breathing out for those full 5 counts. Do that a few more times, but pay more attention to the spaces in between the breaths. So exaggerating the pauses. And just noticing how it feels in those pauses and those moments in between the breaths. And it will help you to create this almost like a roller coaster ride with your breath, a wave-like rhythm. That will allow you to relax and allow you to zone into this moment. Just physically breathing in this way, the body is going to start to wake up. It's like you're telling it that something is going to happen, something is going to move or change. The next time you breathe in, get to the top of the inhale and hold your breath at the top. Feel the belly expand, maybe the rib cage and the chest. And just open your mouth and exhale, let it go. So now breathing in and out through your nose, nice and easy. And remember, we want to try and stay mindfully breathing throughout the class. So heel toe your feet towards each other. Rest your hands on the floor. Take a big breath in. Feel the belly expand. And as you breathe out, squeeze the belly button back. Start to tuck your tail under. Push through your feet and lift your hips up to the sky. Then lower the spine down vertebra by vertebra. Try and feel each vertebra on the mat. So lifting the hips up, tucking the tail, push through your feet. See if you can massage the vertebra as you roll up and down through the spine. Try it 2 more times. Every time, trying to take the hips up a little bit higher. Really pushing down through your feet. Keep the breath flowing. Last time, and you're going to stay there. So push through your feet. Tuck in the tail, then lift the hips up to the sky. That's it. Hopefully you can be here for a moment and bring the hands towards each other. Interlace the fingers and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Big breath in. And a long breath out. Release the hands and lower the spine down. Feel each of the vertebrae there as you touch the floor. Good. Then we can squeeze the right thigh into your chest. Wrap your hand over your knee. And just move the right leg from left to right. And see how that feels there in your right hip. Might feel a little bit stiff or a little bit tight. Just try and use this motion to wake that up. And then place your right ankle over the top of the left thigh there, just by the knee, and squeeze the right knee open. Try and feel the back of both hips in the floor. Big breath in. And a long breath out. You can take your arms over your head. Try and feel the backs of the hands and the elbows on the floor. And as you breathe out, bring your left thigh into your chest. And feel the right ankle push into the left thigh, so you've got a bit of resistance there. Lower the left foot back down onto the floor. And then try it again, squeezing the left thigh into the chest, pushing the right ankle into the left thigh. Well done. Good. Lower the foot onto the floor and then take your right leg up to the sky and then start to circle out that right ankle. Notice if it's stiff from your night's sleep or from whatever you've been doing to keep yourself busy. Maybe you are working. And then we'll lower the right foot down and squeeze the left thigh into your chest. Wrap your hands around your shins. Squeeze the thigh in nice and tight and then just let the leg move from side to side. Yes, over to the right shoulder, then back to the left. We could call it flossing the hips. So flossing your hips, ready for the class. Okay, and then you can take the left ankle on top of the right thigh there. Flex your foot, press the knee open. Arms can go up and over the head. Take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, try and bring the right thigh into your chest. And feel your left ankle push into that right leg till you get a bit of resistance. And then lower the foot onto the floor. Try that again as you breathe out. Squeeze the thigh into the chest. And then lower it back down. And last time, try and squeeze the thigh into the chest, pushing left ankle into right thigh. And then lower the foot down. Okay, we take your left leg up, start to circle out the left ankle. That's it. And then circling it the other way. Good, and we'll take both feet up to the sky, squeeze your legs together, arms up and over the head, create a little circle with both feet. So you should feel that little massage on your back there. Yeah, take the circle the other way. Good. Squeeze the knees into your chest. Take your hands behind your thighs and start to roll up and down your spine, nice and slow. Massage your spine a little bit more. And then somehow come into all fours, so you could cross the legs, take the feet behind you, or take the legs to the side. Push your hips back into your heels, relax the tummy, the chest, the head down. Get the stretch through your chest and through your arms. So you push your hands really firm into the floor, and every exhale try and let the tummy, the chest, the head sink further down. Now look forwards and come up onto all fours. Yeah, you want your hands right below your shoulders. And as you breathe in, let your belly drop and draw your chest forwards to look up. And as you breathe out, push through the mat and round the back, chin to chest. Try it again, let the belly drop, draw the chest forwards to look up. And then exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Okay, so 2 more. Let this movement start to warm you up. Okay, so belly drops and you look up. And then exhale, tuck the tail round the back. Last one, let the belly drop. Draw the chest forwards to look up. And then exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Leaning forwards into your hands, tuck your toes under, and then push back into your feet so you feel the stretch through your feet. And then try and lift the hips up to the sky into your first downward dog. Press the heels down one by one, wiggle the hips from side to side. And roll forwards into your first plank pose. Now puff up into your back, tuck your tail, keep everything super strong and rock forwards and back. Start to feel the feet, the ankles, your calves and your shins. Good. Try and bring your right knee into your nose, stay in plank. Take it back and try and bring your left knee into your nose. Take it back. Lower your knees, sit back into your heels. Big breath here in your child's pose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Coming back up onto all fours. Extend your right leg back, press the toes into the floor so you feel the stretch through the heel. Gonna start to lift your right leg up to the sky and then bring your knee into your nose and try and hold it there. So you're gonna pulse the knee in, yeah, for maybe 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then try and pop the right foot inside the hands. Good. Slide the left leg back a bit so you get a nice stretch through the front of the left thigh, and then lift the arms up to the sky. Have a little wiggle here, see if it feels good. And now think about your right foot, push it down and try and let your right leg move in and out. So I think we played with this on Monday. Letting the knee come in and out, feeling the inner and outer hip. Breathe in, lift the arms up, and then breathe out. Bring your hands heart center, and we twist left arm, outside right knee. Push the palms together to look up. Now try and push your right knee into the left arm, that right knee over to the right side to increase the stretch. Big breath in. Long breath out. Nice, guys. All right, release. Take the hands down, come back onto your left knee, and draw your right toes up. Breathe in, lift and lengthen, and then breathe out and fold over your leg. That's it. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and now try and let the toes turn in and out. Yeah, so they go out to the side and then into the center. And just see how the right leg moves in that right hip. It's kind of nice. Okay, so let's re-bend into your right leg. Bring the hands either side of the front foot. Tuck your back toes and lift your back knee off. Hold it there. Draw the head and chest forwards. And then lift the arms up into a high lunge. Yeah, so your toes are down, heel is up. Tucking the tail, core is strong. Let the knee move in and out. You want to push down through your heel and only go as far as feels good in that front knee. But you want to feel the inner and outer hip. Push down through the heel. Inhale, lift the arms up higher. And bring the hands heart center. Lower down and we twist. Left arm outside right leg. Push the palms together to look up. Now try and push the right knee out towards the right side as you twist. Breathe in. Good, guys. And then breathe out. Release the hands either side front foot. Now come back onto that left foot. Maybe straighten the right leg. You can always have a block here if it's too much. Maybe you can even draw your right toes up. See what feels good. Maybe you could also inner and outer rotate that right leg. Yeah, it might be too much. Get to the place that feels good for you. Wherever you are now, step into your right foot and lift your left leg up coming to the right hamstring. Heel into the bottom and open up the hip. Feel the stretch there. Try and breathe into any resistance. And then let the left foot fall to the right. One leg feeling nice and warm. Breathe in, lift the head and chest up. And then breathe out and fold forwards. Roll your way up. So last thing to come up is the head. You got a nice bend in your knees. Yeah, the hands go behind you. Push the thighs forwards, the hips forwards and lean back. And then lift it up and over and hinge from the hips. Releasing the hands. Breathe in to lift your head and chest up. Try and keep your rib cage on your thighs. And then lower down so the hands touch the floor. You can step back or jump back into a plank pose. Well done. Your first vinyasa. So lower your knees if that feels good. Elbows brush the rib cage, take it down. Lift the shoulders up and back to stretch the front. And we'll take it up and back into your downward facing dog. Push the hands into the floor. How does the right leg feel? Breathe in. And breathe out. Lower the knees back onto the mat. Belly is strong. Take your left leg back. Press the toes into the floor. You're going to lift the left leg up and then bring your knee into your nose. Hold it there. Try and pulse the knee in, maybe 5 times. Really strengthening your core and your hip flexor. And then try and slot the foot inside the hands. Yeah. Walk your right leg back a bit so you get more stretch through the right thigh. And then start to lift the arms up to the sky and check in with how that feels there on that side. So lift the arms up and let the leg move from left to right. You only want it to move as far as until you can find a little bit of sensation there on the inner and outer hip. That's it. And then find where center. Push down through the heel. Lift the arms up. And hands come heart center, twist towards the left, right elbow onto your knee, push your palms together, look up, yeah. Breathing in. Can you push the left knee over towards the left side? And that should help you to twist. Well done guys, excellent. Okay, release, bring your hands either side front foot. Come back onto your right knee, see how that left leg feels. Maybe you can draw your left toes up. Hands can be on a block or on a pillow. Anything that takes you a bit higher. Breathe in, lift and lengthen. And breathe out. How's that left hamstring there? And breathe in, lift and lengthen. If this is already talking to you and saying enough, then stay there. Or could you inner and outer rotate the leg? Just to see how that left leg moves in that left hip. It's kind of nice. Okay, and then you can step back onto your left foot, hands either side, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, draw your head and chest forwards, press your feet towards each other, and then lift the arms up into this high lunge. Where do you feel it tight? Where do you feel it's tired? Breathe in. Now as you breathe out, try and stay solid as you let the knee move in and out. Yeah, so side to side. Feeling that inner and outer hip. Keep strong through the front heel as you lift your arms up. Bring the hands heart center. Lay over your front leg. Sweep right arm outside left leg. Press the palms together and look up. I know the legs are getting tired already, that's cool, but you breathe in and breathe out to twist. Good. So you can look down, take the hands either side front foot, start to straighten that front leg, use your hands on the block if you need to come a bit higher. If you can, you could start to draw your left toes up. Remember, it's an option. And then you can inner and outer rotate the leg. Yeah, the other hip needs to move a little bit as well. Flossing the hips we are, flossing the hips. Re-bend into your left leg, well done. Hands either side, front foot. Let's take the front foot to the back, so you got your first plank. And then you could drop your knees like we did last time, or take your whole body down one long plank. Lift the shoulders up and back to stretch the front. And then take it up and back in downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Push the hands into the mat, the hips to the sky. Bend the knees and look forwards. You're going to try and jump your feet outside your hands. Bring the hands to the heart center, elbows into your knees. So it's a nice Malasana shape. If this is really hard for you, you can have 2 blocks or 1 block, sit on the block. Otherwise, try and push the hands down and the knees open, lift the chest up. Yeah? Tune into how all that feels. Now, be here, this is good. Or if you want to go a bit further, reach your arms forwards. Now bring your right knee into the center, swivel on your toes, and then open it back up. And again, bring the left knee in, swivel on the toes, bring it back up, and try one more time each side. Right knee in, bring it back, left knee in, and bring it back. Good, hands to the floor, hips up high, and then bring your feet to the center, heel toe them in. Halfway lift, hands can come onto the shins. You want to feel your lower ribs on your thighs. And then exhale and fold, fold, fold. Relax your head, guys, relax your head. Hold on to opposite elbows and sway from side to side. And you can release the hands. Keep a bend in your knees as you roll your way up. Keep that bend in the knees, hands behind you, thighs forwards, hips forwards, lean it back. And then lift it up and over, hinge from the hips. Releasing the hands, breathe in to scoop the head and chest up. Breathe out, hands to the floor, jump back or step back, plank pose. You're going to drop your knees if you want to, or go down one long plank. Lift the shoulders up and back, stretch the front, and we'll take it back into downward facing dog. Breathe in. Open mouth and exhale, let it go. That was your break. If you need another one, then have a little rest, have a little drink. If you're all right here in downward dog, just wiggle the hips. Press through the hands, squeeze the hips up. We're going to keep moving, okay? So bring your feet together. Don't worry if you want to catch up in a bit. Lift your right leg up to the sky and then heel into your bottom to open up the hip. How does it feel through the left leg? Draw your knee into your nose, pop your foot inside the hands. Come up into that high lunge shape. And now drop the back heel 45. Heel toe your front foot forwards into warrior 2. Yes. Now try and keep this leg strong. Push down into your heel. See if you can drop the knee inwards and outwards. And see how that feels there in your hip. Yeah. Flip the front palm, push down to your front heel, take it back and breathe into the side. And again, now you've got a bit more space. How does it feel as you let the knee fall in and out? Good, bringing it back, warrior 2. Right hand onto the floor. Look up to the left hand. If it's too much, forearm on the thigh is fine. Take the arm up and over your head. Try and reach as far as you can. And then place the hand down. Pick your back heel up. Walk your right foot over to your right hand a little bit. And then take that twist, right fingers to the sky. Let's get into the outer right hip by turning your left toes towards the right. So you're on the edge of your left foot. And then see if you can come onto the edge of your right foot and try and twist the chest towards the sky. Try and lift the hips up. If you want to get really loosey-goosey in the hip, lower your left thigh towards the floor and then push right back up. But it's a big stretch, so go carefully. Maybe last one. Hang tight, breathe deep. Well done. Right arm up and over. Pick your back heel up and let the front foot move to the back. That right leg should be breathing a sigh of relief. Elbows brush the rib cage. You can drop your knees. Lift the head and chest up, stretch your front. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. Again, now check in with the right leg. How's it doing? How's it feeling? There's probably a little bit of tiredness there, that's okay. We can breathe through it. So breathe in, left leg to the sky. Heel into the bottom so you open up the hip there. And how does it feel through your right leg? We'll draw the knee into the nose. Pop the foot inside the hands, however you can get it there. And then lift the arms up into high lunge. Ground the back heel, 45. Walk your front foot forward, sit down, warrior two. Now, just explore the inner and outer leg there. So that inner and outer hip. Rocking the knee in and out. Strengthening and exploring that left hip. Yeah. Then flip the front palm, reach it forwards, take it back. And same thing. Can you explore the leg, move it in and out? Yes, really push down through the heel now. And then bring it back, warrior two. Two options, forearm to thigh, right fingers to sky, or left hand inside left foot. Try and twist. Reach the right arm up and over your head. Try and twist the chest more towards the sky. And then place the hand down. Pick your back heel up. Good. Walk your left foot over towards the left side. And then twist left fingers to the sky. You got it, guys. Well done. Turn your back toes towards the left, so you're on the outer edge of your right foot. Turn your front foot onto its side and try and twist the chest higher to the sky. Yeah. Now if you want to go further, let your outer right leg fall to the floor and then push right back up. Try one more time. Outer right thigh to the floor and then push right back up. Arm can come up and over your head. Plant it down. Pick your back heel up. And then let the front foot move to the back. How's that left leg doing? Vinyasa, so you can drop your knees. Go with your flow. Lifting the head and chest up. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Let's keep going, guys. Breathe in, right leg to the sky. Heel into the bottom, open up the hip. Draw your knee in, place your foot inside the hands. Come up into this high lunge shape. From here, ground the back heel, 45. So let's keep the foot there this time. Okay, don't walk it forwards this time. Your back arm is going to brush past your back hip and try and bring the hip forwards as you reach your left arm forwards. If there's any problem with your back knee, bump your left foot over towards the left side. So we're in a warrior one shape. Bring your hands heart center, and now we're going to take them behind our back. Interlace and draw the shoulders back, look up. And then exhale, right shoulder brushes past right knee. Look down to the floor. Now really think about squeezing your right knee into the right side of your body. Breathing in. And breathing out. Lower the hands back onto the sacrum. And then try and draw the head and chest forwards. Push into your front heel, come all the way back up. And reach the arms forwards. Well done, guys. Take your hands down, either side front foot. Pick your back heel up. Twist right fingers to the sky. So the outer edge of your left foot turns towards the right. Right foot turns onto its side. Lift your hips up. Stay here, or right leg back on top of left. If it's too much, lower your left knee down. Try and lift your hips up. Breathe in. If you want to feel really, really strong today, let the outer left thigh fall to the floor and push right back up. Try it one more time. You can also have the knee down. Push right back up. Arm comes up and over your head. Plant the hand down, pick the heels up. Vinyasa or Collapsasana. So you can go with the flow or you can collapse. It's not easy. Don't worry if you need to stop. Breathe in, push through the hands, lift the hips up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Okay, let go of what's just happened. Focus on what's happening right now. So breathe in, left leg to the sky. Heel into the bottom, open up the hip there, feel the stretch. Bring the left knee into the nose, pop the foot inside the hands. Come up into that high lunge shape. Good, I'm just going to switch sides. So you can drop the back heel 45, but keep your foot there this time. Twist the chest over towards the side. Your back arm is going to sweep forwards, and you're going to bring your hip with you. Yeah, arm comes forwards as well. If there's any pain in the knee, jump it over towards the right side. We're trying to have headlights pointing forwards. Bring the hands heart center. Take them behind you. Interlace, draw the shoulders back, open up the chest. Push down through the front heel as you lower down. Left shoulder past left knee. Arms come up and over your head. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bring the hands onto the sacrum. Start to pull the head and chest forwards. Push into your front heel as you come back up. And then release the arms. How's that left leg doing? Take the hands down. Pick your back heel up. And now twist left fingers to the sky. Squeeze the inner thighs together as you twist. Turn your right toes towards the left. So you're on the edge of the right foot, the inner edge. Front foot on its side, try and squeeze the hips up to the sky. Now here is good. Or take your left leg back on top of your right. If this is too much, lower your right knee down, lift the chest up. If you're feeling good today, let your hips fall towards the floor. And then push through your shoulder blade, your side body to lift back up. One last time, hips fall, belly strong, push right back up. Well done guys. Arm comes up and over, plant the hand down, come back into plank, vinyasa or collapsasana. What do you want to do? Wherever you are, meet me in a downward facing dog. Big breath in, open mouth and exhale, let it go. Well done guys, lower your knees, sit back into your heels, have a drink if you need it, shake out the shoulders. How are you all feeling? I know that's tough. We need it to be tough though, so that it changes us, so it challenges us. So that our mind stops wandering into things that we can think about later. So if you can, just take a moment, let your eyes close. If you want a drink, take a drink. But just enjoy all the sensations of that. All that strength and flexibility that you've created in your hips. We'll see what we can do with all of that now. So coming up onto all fours. Let's take a little cat-cow just to shake all that out. Let the belly drop, draw the head and chest up. And then exhale, tuck the tail round the back. Tuck your toes under, push your hips up and back. And then really nice and easy, just walk your feet towards your hands. Try and get as far to your hands as you can without taking the hands off the floor. You'll have to eventually though. That's it. And then let your chin come to your chest and roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Okay, well done. I know now that your legs are nice and warm, so we're going to use them and going to use those hips. So have your big toes touching, heels open slightly. Bend your knees without pressing them together, and then lift your arms forwards. So you're tucking your tail under and reaching your arms forwards. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your hands heart center. Come up onto the toes of the left foot. Squeeze your left thigh up towards your chest. And you can be holding onto a wall here, that's fine. You're going to let your left ankle now rest on the top of the right thigh like you did on the floor, and then try and lengthen your spine. Yeah. Maybe you fold yourself forwards, maybe you're already deep enough. Whoops. See where you want to go with it. Breathe in. Good. And breathe out. Pick the left thigh up to your chest as you come back up to standing. Bring your knees to touch. Kick your left heel in your bum and then catch hold of your left foot. Yeah. Extend your right fingers forwards, lift your chest up, and now push your foot into your hand as you come into this dancer shape. Breathe in. If you fall and wobble, it doesn't matter. Just see if you can get back into it. And breathing out. Well done. All right, let's bring the left thigh into the chest again. I know the right leg's talking. That's okay. Hug the left thigh up, squeeze it up tight. And then place the foot back down onto the floor. Are you breathing? Make sure you keep breathing. Big toes touching, heels open. Bend your knees, reach your arms forwards, tuck your tail. Yeah, so chair pose, we tuck the tail under. Come up onto the toes of the right foot. Start to bring your left thigh up to your chest. We worked the hip flexor and the core there earlier. And now pop the ankle on the front of the left thigh and now lengthen the spine. So this funky chair, we're lengthening the spine, feeling it in the outer right hip. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep the left leg strong as you bring your right thigh up, up, up. And then bring your knees to meet. Catch hold of the front of your right foot with your right hand. Left hand comes down. Maybe you focus on the left hand. Start to kick the foot into the hand and lift the chest up. Good. Hold it there. Breathe in. Don't worry if you wobble. Use a wall to keep you balanced. And then breathe out. Now try not to fall out of this yet, but bring your right thigh into your chest, hand around your knee, lift up. Hang tight guys, breathe in. And then breathe out, lower your right foot down. Woo, isn't that nice? Bend your knees, last chair pose. Reach the arms forwards, tuck your tail. I can hear you all swearing from here. And then sit your bottom into the floor somehow. Come into your boat pose. Squeeze the belly in. Yeah, so it's a low boat. Palms go down. And now you're going to hover onto your lower back. Legs go straight. Hold it there. Try and lift your right leg up. And we're going to change 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back up. Low boat. Lift the chest up. Breathe, guys. Hang tight. Keep the legs where they are. And then start to lower down onto your back. Try and keep the legs there. Try and go super slow. Good. And then squeeze your knees in. Wrap your arms around the shins. Big breath in. And a long breath out. Nice, just let both knees fall to the right side. Into that nice twist there. Can you feel your left shoulder blade on the floor? Can you feel the outer right leg on the floor? And bringing the knees back to the center. Lower the legs to the other side. Feel the outer right shoulder blade, right arm, and you're breathing in and breathing out. Good, coming back to the center. Take a happy baby now, so lift your feet up, hold on to the outer edges of the feet and squeeze the thighs either side the rib cage. Big breath in. And long breath out. Release the feet, soles of the feet together. Rest the feet on the floor, knees open and arms up and over your head. Yeah, spend a moment there. Breathing in, belly expands, body expands. And breathing out, whole body relaxing. Yeah, so really slowing it down now. Full breaths in and full breaths out. Carefully just bringing the knees back up to the center. Have your feet again flat on the floor. And as you breathe in, let belly expand. And as you breathe out, push through your feet to lift the hips up, back up into your bridge pose. You can have a little wiggle from shoulder to shoulder here, just trying to squeeze your shoulder blades closer together. Interlacing your hands. Big breath in, push the knees forwards, the hips up. And a long breath out, try and stay there. Well done. Alright, release the hands and lower the spine down. Feel each of the vertebrae. And you're going to counterpose that. So you can bring your knees into your chest and hug them in. Or you could take your legs up and over your head, toes touching the floor behind you. See what suits you now. If you're in your plow pose, make sure there's not a load of weight in your neck. Try and have your elbows pressing into the floor. And try and relax your spine. You can put your palms flat on the floor and start to lower the spine back down. And then take your feet to the corners of the mat. Arms down by your side, palms faced up. Relax your whole body into the mat. Look for where you're holding on to tension, where there's tightness, and see if you can let those areas go. Yeah, so if you feel like you're holding on to your right glute muscle, let go of that area. Maybe are you still frowning? Can you relax your eyebrows, relax your eyes, relax your jaw? Let every muscle be soft while you recover in this shape. So it's only a 45-minute class, so if you wanted to stay there in that shape for a little bit longer, maybe spend 5 or maybe 10 minutes if you've got the time in Shavasana, then go ahead, do that. If you're ready to start to move, then you could move your toes and move your fingers. Start to breathe a little bit deeper. When you're ready, taking a breath in, reach your arms above the head to do a full body stretch and roll into a fetal shape. This little transition before we come to seated helps the body just to adjust. And nice and slowly make your way up to seated to face the front. And there's no rush. Bring the hands together, heart center, thumbs pushing into the chest bone. Just for a moment, finding that gratitude for the practice. That practice that challenges you and helps you to grow physically and mentally. Gratitude to anything else that you're grateful for today. And holding that as you move through the ups and downs of your day. So just holding on to that gratitude as you move through the ups and downs of the day. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for coming to class today. Namaste. Have a beautiful day, guys. If you ever have any questions about the practice, let me know and we can